First topic of the day, TikTok being banned. Well, topic one of the day, the biggest story right now, TikTok being banned. Well, a lot of people will be saying, well, these old heads, these old white men, old black people, these old people in these high places don't understand Gen Z, and they're trying to take away our free speech, the way we make our money, the way we express ourselves on video, which is TikTok. Some people also say I want to go on TikTok to, discover this new thing, to learn how to cook this. I like to watch videos. This keeps my mind at peace. This is my income. You're cutting my income. You're cutting my entertainment. Because you guys don't know how to work modern day technology. You're too old and don't understand the grasp of what TikTok is doing for Gen Z and millennials, and also Generation Alpha, which uses TikTok. Well, I'm going to say that's 50% of the case. But let me explain another one. If we go to my notes, let's go into Classroom with DHayes. Go check out DHayes Productions merch store. If you drink coffee or tea, go here to get you a mug alongside a coaster with my logo on it. We also offer t-shirts for both men, women, and children sizes. We also have hoodies and sweaters. Now, if you're wondering, where do I go to get some of this merch? Well, if you're watching this video right now, go on DHayes Productions, go down to the link in the description below. You'll click on the link, which will direct you to the store. And you'll see all the options on the website. Go purchase you some merch and support the movement. Now back to your regularly scheduled program. Well, the issue is, with the TikTok ban, it seems like it might happen because the House voted to ban TikTok 352 to 65. Now, some people might be wondering, wow, that's crazy. But that doesn't make sense because they have to pass it. Well, let me explain. For the bill, next step to go to the Senate and get signed off by the president, then the bill will be law. Okay? So you can vote all you want, but if the president and everybody up ahead in the Senate don't agree to the bill and don't want to sign off, then it's not going to get passed. But it will be. Because recently, Joe Biden has said, if there was a reason to ban TikTok, I'd sign it. Let me repeat this again. If there was a reason to ban TikTok, I'd sign it. Joe Biden said it. I'm going to try to do his word. If there was a reason to ban TikTok, I'd sign it. And you know it. It was my Joe Biden impersonation. Oh, well. Forget about it. The Senate might not stop the bill to go through because of the House, right? And I don't think we are going to see TikTok get banned, but the goal here is to transfer. Not ownership, but TikTok's influence. To transfer the influence. Let me explain for you guys out there that don't understand. TikTok is owned by the Chinese Communist Party, a Chinese company. TikTok's owned by a Chinese company called ByteDance. Since they are owned by a Chinese company and China is a communist party, they have complete jurisdiction on whatever they do. User data, also anything that TikTok has, so does China, right? There's been rumors of spyware on there. Some people have said there's been reports that it's been confirmed spyware. If TikTok wants China to put something extra in the algorithm to influence the way you think, the way you behave, the way you vote potentially, then TikTok will do that. If TikTok wants to say you shouldn't vote for this guy because of that, they can do that. If China says I want the American people to view this instead of that, I want these pop-up ads on each and every one of the videos, they can do that. It is a communist party. That is communism there. The U.S. government doesn't want TikTok to have that level of influence. They want to influence TikTok rather than China. So they don't want another country bidding in on United States doings. They don't want China to influence the way we think. There's ads right now saying go to your representatives so they cannot ban TikTok. There's ads right now saying that. This is a problem. I agree with the House. I agree with the people that voted against this on this problem. The government wants influence. Now, the spyware thing, a lot of you guys go say, okay, well, why don't they ban other apps? Why are they only banning this app? Well, a lot of other apps are through the U.S. If U.S. wants influence, they can get influence. They can get it if they want. But that is also considered communism to me. To me, that's considered controlling. Freedom of speech, no controlling, no spyware. But if you are doing illegal activities, the FBI and law enforcement can easily catch you through that. Now, I agree on some sort of spyware, but to access credit card, search history, everything of that nature, I don't agree with. The bill seeks to force ByteDance to sell TikTok to another company. This was already proposed under Trump. And there were a few suitors back then. The goal is ByteDance to sell the company to a U.S. company, or at least a non-Chinese company who is not influenced by the Chinese Communist Party. Chinese Communist Party might not want to sell because it's saving face. We are not going to let the U.S. get influence over this app. We're not going to let the U.S. bully us into selling something under our country, our app. That's how they're looking at TikTok. This is our app. We're not going to let the U.S. bully us into transferring influence over their own people. We're not going to let that happen. We're going to keep TikTok, keep controlling it, and their citizens will be saying the government is wrong for taking TikTok away. There's pop-up ads on TikTok, like I've been saying, right now saying call your representative to make sure TikTok doesn't get banned, to make sure TikTok doesn't get sold. They want to use the American consumer to pressure the American government to keep TikTok around. TikTok is actually banned in China, believe it or not. That's crazy. When I found this out, I was like, wow, it's actually banned in China. Yes, it's a Chinese company. Yes, it's controlled by the Chinese Communist Party. It's successful and popular, but it's banned in China. They have their own version of TikTok called Douyin. Hope I'm saying that right. Tell me in the comment sections if I'm saying it wrong, which is not TikTok, it's just their version of it. The content you see or algorithm you're in is not available in TikTok because they don't want the citizens to be fed the garbage trash that they've been feeding us. They want more positive stories to control the narrative on social media. They understand how important it is to control social media, so does the U.S. government. And it's crazy. It's all about controlling the narrative, right? The American consumer, they want to use the American consumer to pressure the American government to keep TikTok around. A lot of countries been saying Americans are dumb. They're dumb. They accept anything. Well, the problem is some of that is true. If you have $1 million and you're an idiot, you have more of a say-so than the average Joe. If you have a blue check and you make the worst takes of all time, you say so much outrageous things, they want you. I mean, most Americans will believe that person because of their influence. They don't look for themselves. Look at the 2020 election, for example. Trump was painted as the bad guy. Everything's been going on in some some media outlets, only certain sound bites, certain things will be played. They influence through riots and channeling money through Black Lives Matter. And the thing is, all that money went to, the leaders of Black Lives Matter purchasing their own homes and doing things for their own gain. Nobody in the black community have been receiving any money. But if you're a local person part of Black Lives Matter, some of those organizations do give back, which I know for fact. Sometimes some part of the movement isn't all bad like you think. Some's actually trying to, they're not political oriented. But yeah, it's all about controlling the narrative. And yeah, so does the U.S. government. That's why they want TikTok. They want to buy TikTok. They want to buy it. They want to control the narrative. They only want it in a U.S. They want it as a U.S.-based app. Will they do it? No. China looks at it, as I said, as a bullying into selling what we believe is ours. It's selling a valuable asset to us, which is making us money, which controls you guys. It might control the way outcome of a vote is. So that's the way it is. And does it look like it's going to be banned? It looks like it right now that it will be banned. That's news about that. The other half of that, is it also because there's people that don't understand the app? Yes. Say there was no spyware or anything. It wasn't owned by China, right? Another company outside of China. What if it was US? It's still getting banned because, on that side, some people will vote for it out because the influence on TikTok and how bad they think it is. A lot of old people don't understand. There was also bans on Snapchat and Instagram and Facebook proposed. A lot of social media being banned. There was a lot of proposals on that. So it was a lot of the generation, I want to say people born in 1962 and below, they don't understand social media life. Well, that is the end of topic 1.